Okay, now we're starting the peer-to-peer, and that is the last circuit, number 6 of our learning thing. And this is when Stephanie will share with the peer, which is you, Sarah, what she's been learning. And so this kind of helps solidify what she's learning and helps it become more impact in her life, because when you learn something and then you teach it, it solidifies it, you know what I mean? So that's the purpose. And so we really appreciate your willingness to come and do this with us, okay?
Yeah,
Thank
no
you. The hot chocolate, yay!
Bribery.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bribery, yeah, a
Yes.
little bit. Okay, so she has learned to implement this skill in the class, and she will, what she has learned is emotional literacy. And we've learned to be with the children, to teach them what happy, sad, and mad is, and for them to feel their feelings and to identify their feelings, and then also to share why they're feeling that way. So that's what the skill that she's going to be helping you and sharing with you. As I said, thank you so much. We appreciate your willingness. And let's see. Okay, and so allowing Stephanie to share her skill that she has learned in Circuit 1 and to engage you in skill building of emotional literacy with the goal of fidelity. That means that we have evidence-based, materials that we're using to make this fidelity. Psh, sorry about that. I have to calm down. Okay, I'll calm down. When I get nervous, I start stirring a little bit. So we're just gonna calm down. I just really want to express to Stephanie that she has really put a lot of hard work into this, and so what's really fun is like she's my assistant, so I really see her in action, and today it was really cool because that there was a girl that I accidentally made her super sad, and she would not have anything to do with me for the first 2 hours of class.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, she was finished with me, But then Stephanie, went over, to it was cool to see her going over to the emotional, to the feeling chart, and she was talking to her, and did she change her feelings or?
Yeah, she let me know she was sad.
Really?
And she told me the reason why. No, it wasn't you. She said, I miss my mom. That's what she
really?
told me.
Oh,
So-
wow.
So
Well, that's good. It wasn't
Yeah.
totally me. Okay. And so, and she's really, been fun to watch her build this skill into her life. And one of the reasons why we do this is because, like, when a child has emotional literacy, they're more successful in their jobs, they're more successful in school, they're more successful. I mean, like going to jail is, they're not as likely to go to jail. So this gives them a tool to feel their feelings and to validate them. Like one of the things that was really fun is that we were doing happy, sad, and mad. And when Stephanie was teaching the kids about mad, she goes, "Is it wrong to be mad?" And the kids go, "Yeah, it's wrong to be mad." So I think that's kind of a thought that people feel, that if you're mad, it's wrong. But it's not really the feeling that is the wrong, but it's what we do with the feeling. And that's why we want to help them learn to deal with their feelings, like saying, "I'm mad," and it's okay to say that, and then, take some breaths and then, just talk about it a little bit, and then I really, okay. Then, see, I want to express that did that. How do you think, Stephanie, that learning this skill has, like, helped you in class?
Well, it makes me, make sure I understand, what the kids' feelings are. Like, are they happy? Are they sad? Are they mad? And, we do it as a check-in in the morning. So it kind of gives me an idea of how their morning started off before they got to school.
Yeah.
And it's also making sure the kids understand their feelings too. Because one of our kids today he told me he was mad, but I knew he was happy. I knew he was happy. He was happy because he was parent helper today.
Right.
But he told me he was mad because he didn't get to play at home.
Okay.
But I also brought it to him. I said, "But aren't you happy too? Because you're a parent helper." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm parent helper. I'm happy. I'm happy." So he changed his feelings real fast.
Yeah.
But it made him understand. Yeah, because I've noticed with this one friend, he's always every day, I'm sad or I'm mad. But you can tell that he's not. You can tell that he's happy.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like now I'm trying to make him understand his different moods.
Right.
So that he understands. So it helps with that, that I can start kind of understand what the kids are going through during their mornings, and also making them recognize that, their moods too. So
I think one thing I've observed too, Stephanie, has it made you more aware of your feelings too?
To express my feelings to the kids, yes. To say like, well, this has made me understand. It's okay for me to say that I'm mad because you're not listening to my words. To tell them that. Before I would say it makes me sad, but I guess I need to tell them that when it makes me, so they understand what mad means. That it does make me mad that when you're not listening to my words, because I would have never have really said that before. I've been sad or something. So
it's really been a fun learning this.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about like when I was subbed in Afternoon Explorers. I really enjoyed watching you and how you relate with the children.
Oh, yeah.
That you really have a love for them, and you have very good words, and so and that you're meeting here with us and giving up of your time shows that you're willing to learn and grow. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so one of the things we're going to talk about too is like, what do you feel, like I could say what your strengths are, but as you view yourself, Sarah, I'm going to ask you, but like, what do you view yourself as like a strength would be in working with children?
Being calm.
Okay, that's very good.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn
really
the heat
good.
down because I turned it up. No, I'm boiling.
I was going to say, you always do keep a calm voice with all of them. When even when they're giving you a hard time, you keep your calm voice. So
that's great.
Yeah.
That's really good. And what about you, Stephanie? What would you feel is a strength that you have?
I guess helping the kids work through their problems a little bit. I'm getting a lot better at that, helping them with them working through a problem. Trying to keep a calm voice with them. I think I do pretty good at keeping a calm voice with them.
Yeah, you do. You have that. It's a calm voice, but it's not like a melatonin voice, but it's an engaging voice, and that's good. Good. So then on the flip side, what would you say? I'll start with you now. What would you say like are your needs? Would be a need. You don't have to go into needs, but a need that you think.
So I'm figuring out exactly like what to say sometimes with them. I would say, what would be like the best way of phrasing some stuff with them.
Okay.
And I would say that would probably be something I would need help with.
Like, what would be a for instance?
I'm trying to think here. I'm getting better at, it's, like, I'm getting better at don't do that versus, do this instead. I think those are, and I still need to work on that.
Right, okay.
I feel like that's something I'm improving on, but I still think I need to work on it.
Yeah. So. Okay, good. So what would you say is one of your needs?
Probably like words too, like helping them like resolve conflicts sometimes, helping them choose words that are express their emotions and how they feel to their other friends.
Okay. And and I think that's very healthy and very, that we as teachers we have positives and we also have our needs. You know what I mean? I mean nobody can do everything totally, but I think when we're aware of our needs, and aware of our good points, we can capitalize, on our good points, and then also with our needs we can collaborate with other people and and help, and ask questions and learn how to do that. So that's a good thing. I'm glad that you were able to, verbalize that. Let's see. I got that. Sorry about this. I have to do this because there's certain things I have to follow. Okay. Now, one of the other things that we learn about in Pyramid Plus and this is that we learn our learning style. And I think that the reason behind that is like my learning style is oral, where I like music. I love music. It's visual, where I need to see it done, and then I learn instead of like reading it and then doing it. I like somebody to show me, and then I can do it, and that's very similar to what Stephanie's learning style is too. I mean, she was very equal in visual and oral, and also we're very social. We're social learners. Where we like to learn in a group. Do you have an idea what your learning style is in a way?
Probably kind of the same, oral and visual.
Is it?
Yeah. Reading is more like flat,
Uh-huh.
So
you like the visual, and I was going to ask you, like we with Pyramid Plus, we do have like a thing. It's called Memletics that you can fill out, and then you can learn your learning style. If you, I mean, you don't have to do it, but if you're interested, I could give one to you.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll give that to you, and then you can learn what your learning style is. Yeah. That helps. Don't you think that helps?
Oh, yeah.
And the reason why they also do that too is because different learning styles, you need to relate to that person on how they learn. If they're very logical, you can't go in the feeling well because they won't learn at all. And if you're a feeling person, the logic is out the window too. Which I'm very low in the logic. Okay. So we got that. So what we're going to do is, this is the peer-to-peer, and I'm going to give one to you, and then one to you, and then I'm going to stop this.